It's LBI Region Report time, and here we are. It is winding down August. Labor Day is right around the corner.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It is. Not that I'm rushing it or anything, but then again, we get closer to local summer at that point.
That's true. That's true. Well, we always have something going on. And of course, if you're interested in finding out, go to visit lbiregion.com. Southern Ocean Chamber, we're planning a lot of things for the fall. There's all sorts of information, but something very important that we've been getting a lot of requests about, and we just want to make sure people are aware of the different scams going on.
Yes.
It's really important. Businesses, they alert, their team members, their consumers, because once something happens, it does create a chain reaction. So we're talking about DMV, they call it smishing. So this is when your SMS,
not phishing, smishing.
when you're getting texts, and it could be pretty alarming for people because it's such an intimate way that people are getting communications. So how the scam works, they create these deceptive messages with URLs. It includes terms like EasyPassNJ or a .gov, and instead of allowing direct interaction, the message sort of instructs recipients to apply with a yes, and once you do that, it sort of lures you into fraudulent websites. So the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Commission only sends text messages to remind residents about scheduled appointments. It does not send anything regarding fees or tickets or any sort of driver's license information or ever asking for personal information. And, the reason why we want businesses to know about this is because, this can affect your security, what's going on, with your own threat assessments, what you're letting into your system, what your team members are letting into your system. So not only is there the smishing, there's also whishing. So that is for QR code fraud.
Ah, yes,
And,
I've seen this. Yep.
I can remember when QR codes was this anomaly, but now they're everywhere. And now people are creating fraudulent QR codes, putting it over what looks like other advertisements. And that's leading people to buy things not from the source that they want. So please make sure you are double checking everything. Maybe if you're responding to something, do a little research before you hit that yes, or even if it's a QR code, maybe take a picture of the website as well. So you're making sure you could double check all these things, because we don't want people getting scammed. Identity theft and information and data theft is just so prevalent that when people are on vacation, they get messages, they're caught off guard, and they respond. And we don't want that to happen. We only have a week left of summer. We want everybody to come out.
Read everything thoroughly.
Yeah,
read it thoroughly.
We want everybody to come out happy.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
We don't want any problems. So perfect timing, because, something that you never know when you're going to be unhappy, right? Mm-hmm. And, so there's something called insurance that kind of helps you modify what might happen. And we have a great guest today. We have Chris Schwab, and he's with Glenn Insurance. He's sales executive there. And Glenn Insurance Agency is new to the chamber, but certainly not new to the area and to New Jersey. So good morning, Chris.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good. So tell us all about Glenn Insurance.
So Glenn, well, I've been here for 9 months, but Glenn, current ownership is a fourth generation family owned agency. It was actually formed around 1927, and it's gone on through the generations. Tim Glenn, who's president now, became involved in 1987, and his daughter Kelly is actually involved with the agency now. So it's been a long-standing family agency business in this community. They're located in Absecon. So I'm learning the area down here, but they are very large down here, and the family name Glenn is very well known in Atlantic County.
Yeah. So, Atlantic County is our neighbor. When you're in Southern Ocean County, Atlantic County is actually closer than Monmouth. We sort of straddle that line. So there's a lot of businesses that represent from Atlantic County into Southern Ocean and Ocean County. Chris, we were talking about scams, right? So the importance of using an agent, right? Somebody that's a professional in the field. People can get coverage by a tap of a button, right? They can get coverage from a QR code or what they think is coverage, but you really need to have somebody knowledgeable, especially when you're talking about property, when you're talking about health or life or anything that's going to cost, really could cause damage to your financial situation if you're not covered properly. So I know you've been in this industry for many, many years. What do you see with the change of technology and how important it is to have that relationship with an actual person that's going to answer your phone call?
Yeah, and you hit on it, Lori. As you know, in today's society, everybody wants that instant gratification, that instant quote. So they go online, click on something, fill out a form that literally takes you 5 minutes to do, and boom, you have coverage. But you have no idea what you just bought.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times people find out the hard way when they have a claim and realize this is not covered. So the importance of using an agent is we're the middleman. You come to us what your business is, what you do. We kind of guide you and overview what your exposures are and where you're at risk. And we find the proper insurance company and coverages for you. And, God forbid you have a claim time, you come to us and we handle it for you. If you're using, an online company that's based out of, 3,000 miles away on the other side of the country that you have no relationship with, you have no idea what your coverage is, how that claim is going to be handled. So that's where the relationship part of this business comes into play. And like you said, it could be property, it could be liability, it could be health, it could be life insurance, even though most people don't like it because you're buying the what if. When you need it, you want it to be the correct policy and the correct coverage for you.
Yeah, I know. Our office gets a lot of calls about things that weren't covered. And, nothing, it's great to have that insurance to prove, oh, I got proof of insurance, but, you actually need it. And you don't know when you're going to need it. But if, God
Right.
forbid, there's an accident, a damage, and you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars, you
Yep.
need a company that's going to be responsive. And Chris, as you mentioned, Glenn is in Atlantic County. They know the shore. We're a tricky wicket down here. I mean, there's a lot of changes. There's a lot of different types of damage that can happen. And you really need to know, especially since we have so many new people to the area that are first-time homeowners, it's not the same as living in inland, right? You do have
No.
a lot of wear and tear. And if you're a business owner, you have vehicles that have a lot more wear and tear. Your property, your equipment, all of that. And you need to speak
Yeah.
to somebody that's going to actually be able to make you aware of that. It's so easy to say, well, we're all in the same state. What's the difference? It could really make or break a business if they're not insured properly.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
just,
absolutely right, Lori. Yep.
yeah, we've seen it so many times. And it doesn't mean a natural disaster. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about wear and tear and the cost of doing business and operating. So tell us a little bit more. I know Glenn offers a lot of different services. So what do you think, is your top tiered services that Glenn provides?
Yeah, well, we're a full service agency. We offer everything. We've got the property and casualty side for businesses. We actually have a specified department that is all about medical and medical malpractice. And we have a personal lines department, which is your standard homeowners, auto, boat insurance, et cetera. And we also have health and life. So we're a full service agency. So whether you have a business, you don't have a business, you need personal stuff, we're a full service agency and offer everything that a customer would need. On the commercial side, like you said, there's so many different exposures now. It's not your traditional property and casualty. We were talking about AI before and how things are changing and scams. There's cyber liability coverage out there now, which is becoming a very big coverage that businesses need, and we're trying to educate the importance of it. Because if your POS system gets hacked, that creates a big problem, not just for you as a business, but for your customers as well. And then we have an employment practices policies that are prevalent now, where we're seeing many claims come out of employment issues, whether it's legitimate or not. That policy at least give you coverage to get defended. So it's not your standard property and casualty, homeowners, business, fire liability. There's so many things with new technology in this world today that needs insurance coverage that, like you said, if you're going directly online, you're not really thinking about that unless you're talking to an agent.
Yeah, you do need to have an expert. And I think, we talk about the nuances of, how things used to be analog. if you made a mistake, it was in a book, and it didn't go to other places, right? If
Right.
now one wrong click can, really cause tremendous damage to your business, to your clients, or even to your own security. So you
Yep.
want to make sure that you're insured, and that you have the right response team in place so that they can make it. Because and I don't have to tell you, Chris, when somebody needs something and it's a problem, they need it done like yesterday. Like if it's a problem, you got 5 minutes, and they want to know what's happening because they're in disarray, and rightfully so. We've all been there. So you want somebody that's going to be able to help you. So
Absolutely.
I know Glenn, as you mentioned, has been around. We love family businesses. That's the heart and soul, I think, of our state, and certainly of Southern Ocean County. The advantage of Glenn now being in our area, what do you think you can add to the space, Chris?
Well, like I said, we're a full service agency. Obviously, I still live in Manahawkin, so I'm bringing Glenn into our Southern Ocean County area. And Glenn, not only being a longtime insurance agency, they're very involved community-wise down here in Atlantic County. So that we're bringing that into Southern Ocean County too, and they've been getting involved with some events and sponsoring different things. So they want to be more involved there. They've never really had a presence, and we actually have 4 people in the office now that live in Southern Ocean County.
Wow.
So we're working down here, but our roots are still there in Southern Ocean County. And like you said, that dividing line is so close. But we feel we can bring our knowledge and expertise of insurance to the area, as well as supporting local nonprofits and just the community itself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and again, the times, there's everything's moving at the speed of light, and you want a company that's going to be able to help you when you need it. And finding that you have just an automated bot answering your questions at a time of need isn't really what you want. So, what's the best
we
way?
still have, when you call into the office, we still have a live person answering the phone and getting you to the right person. So it's much better than going through the automated
That's
situation.
right. That's right. I mean, because that's you need to have that confidence. So, what's the best way for people to get in touch with Glenn?
The best way is call us. Let me grab you that number there.
I know certainly they're on visitlbiregion.com, the website, and
Yes. The best way to call us, we're at 609-641-3000. You can go onto our website, which is glenninsurance.com, Glenn with 2 N's. We have a social media presence on Facebook and all of that. So there's numerous ways to get a hold of us. And like you said, we're on the chamber website, so somebody can easily go on there, click on us and get the information that they need or call in.
yeah. Well, again, thanks, Chris, for taking time, and for certainly we're very happy Glenn is up here and providing a service that's needed. We're kind of busting at the seams. We have a lot of new people in the area, and we need to just make sure that our businesses are able to handle it. So thanks, Chris, for bringing that, and we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too, guys. Thank you.
Take
Bye.
care. So yeah, real important. The other thing we wanted to mention, Southern Ocean businesses can also qualify for free training, because we want to make sure businesses have what they need. We were talking to Chris about making sure that you have that local expert knowledge. You don't want to mess around with money. I mean, that insurance and making sure you're properly covered is key. But there's also a lot of different opportunities. The workplace literacy and basic skill programs offered by Ocean County College. This is something that is also a partnership with the Department of Labor. It's a powerful opportunity to help reshape workforce development and career advancement in our region. It's more than a training effort. It really is businesses offering a pathway to help growing their business by equipping employees with essential skills to be future ready, because as we were talking this whole thing, it's all about what's yet to come. Enrollment is very straightforward. It requires no financial disclosures from company. To qualify, businesses must be registered in New Jersey. But it's really about employees can join scheduled open enrollment courses to sharpen individual skill sets. It could be on-site or it could be at Ocean County College. As long as there's 10 participants, they'll go to your website. And this is everything from language skills to technology training, high demands like AI, cloud computing, cybersecurity, QuickBooks, Google Workspace, Microsoft Office tools. They offer leadership development, coaching and mentoring, conflict resolution, team building, business courses that really touch on professionalism and time management and social media strategy. So just there's a lot. So if you go on visit lbiregion.com, we have all the links, but you could also go to the Workplace Literacy and Basic Skill Program offered by Ocean County College, and you could find out a lot more. So excited about just being able for businesses to think about the fall, fresh start, so to speak, coming out of summer. Everybody is so focused in the summer, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, you got to finish out the year, third quarter stuff. And, this is all things to help you make those goals, and we certainly want that to happen. We want to shout out things that are coming up in September. Certainly, we have the Ocean County Irish Festival happening September 6th. Great event, Manahawk and Lake Park. They're supporting the fire companies that helped with the Jones Road fires, so any contributions there certainly welcome. We also want to say congratulations, 100th anniversary for Ocean County Library Foundational Gala. And this is going to be September 19th from 6 to 9 p.m. It's business casual. It's an evening of celebration, dancing through the decades of the library. You can test your knowledge. There's going to be all literary quizzes and just fun stuff from 1925 through today with a scavenger hunt, all kinds of great things to eat and enjoy. Tickets are $125 a person. There's sponsorship opportunities. If you go to the oceancountylibrary.org, you can find out more information about that. We also want you to support the Lizzie Rose Music Room. This is a listening room. It's not a bar or a restaurant. This is really all about the music. Features blues and jazz and country and rock and soul and seasonal. So support the Lizzie Rose Music Room in Tuckerton. They're at lizzierosemusic.com. Of course, Surflight is going to be launching all their fall events and shows. Surflight.org is going to have all kinds of lineup for September. But we do have a few things that the Chamber's doing as well. Chamber Connection Networking over in Lacey Road at Code One Creations is going to be happening September 17th. Women in Business at St. Francis, September 23rd. We're going to be doing a brand new Bumpers to Business. It's a car show networking over in Lacey, October 8th. So a lot of fun things happening. Certainly we want to make sure that everybody is supported. Like I said, the office is open Monday through Friday from 10 to 4. That is by calling 609-494-7211. You can follow on social as Southern Ocean Chamber or as the LBI Region. Always a lot of stuff being shared constantly. And of course, this great show that's available not only on WBNJ, broadcasted out, but podcasted out and video casted out. So we try to hit as many corners of our area as well. And we know so many people, this is their second home or this is their future home and they need to connect. So we have every option available for you to do that. So thank you so much and just have a fantastic rest of August.